Hello and welcome to the Upper Deck. It's Sunday Fun Day, and I'm here with my Pinstripe Chronicles bro, Donald Stewart, and we are going to break a lot of things down for you right after this. Hey Rob, hey everybody, hey I see FJ and Frederick and Dev, and hey FL Diver. I saw you first in attendance this morning. And Jonathan's going to be very upset about that. Do we want to hide it from him? I'm not sure. Hey Maza, hey Dev, what's up? And FJ, good to see you as well. We're ready to roll. And there's Jonathan. Jonathan, don't worry. But, Lori was slacking. You took over, and today we got FL Diver. So there's a three-way race for best attendance this season. So don't worry. You're not out of the game, Jonathan. All right. So I really want to start by for those of you that are on Twitter and those of you that are in the chat every week, you know our friend Spencer. He's usually on all our shows, active in the chat, and from this show that he's our resident historian, always giving us the trivia every week. And unfortunately, Spencer all of a sudden lost his vision the other day, and he's currently in the hospital getting tested. And obviously, it's an extraordinarily serious thing. Spencer has been such a longtime supporter of the Pinstripe Chronicles, and the Upper Deck from the very, very beginning, and true blue Yankee fan, true blue Nets fan, well, true black Nets fan, whatever the color is. I don't. Donald can help me with that. And we're just very concerned. Tats has been in touch with Spencer, and he's hanging in there. And I'm sure that the guys will have updates to share during the week. And I'm so glad that in the chat I'm seeing well wishes. We'll make sure that Spencer gets to hear all of these comments that you're putting in. He has his wife and his sister with him, and he has two young daughters that you've seen in his pictures if you follow him on Twitter. He's raising them right as Yankee fans, and we're just sending our very, very deepest wishes and prayers for a quick recovery. And I know that Spencer would have but by like yesterday afternoon, he would ordinarily give me the trivia question of the week, but I'm stepping in. I have the privilege of stepping in with him for him today. So here it is, and it's multiple choice. With his 257 strikeouts in 2023, Garrett Cole became the third Yankee in franchise history to lead or tie for the major league lead in strikeouts. Who is the most recent before Cole? And you see the four choices there. And so ponder on it, put your theories in the chat, and as always, I'll share at the end of the show.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, Spencer's been with us since the very, very start. We're supporting the channel since me, Uncle Tats, and Rob started this like 4 years ago, and he was there, man. He was always watching, and I wish him all the best, and I hope that he's able to take his daughters to Yankee Stadium again this year when he's fully healthy, and I'm sure he will be. But yeah, it's obviously very, very scary, but he'll be getting great care, and wishing him all the best, and hopefully you'll catch this at a later date, and all the prayers and the well wishes and stuff. But yeah, I do want to thank him for always being with us on our channel and watching the Upper Deck, and always being a supporter for the Upper Deck as well. So
Uh,
we send our very, very best to him and his family and his
yes.
daughters and his wife and
Yep.
sister.
Absolutely. And praying for those doctors to use every bit of brain cell and knowledge that they have to get this right. And Spencer, you're wearing a great cap in Spencer's on. Rob, you're wearing a great cap in Spencer's honor today.
Who's
Um,
Rob?
Donald, damn it, damn it, damn it. I call. All right, uh, Donald, who I've known for years. Um, Nothing to do with not
We did
knowing.
this off air, by the way, guys. We did this off air.
Oh yeah, oh
You have
yeah,
to remind
oh yeah,
yourself where I'm
oh
from,
yeah.
White Plains, the whole thing.
Yeah, God forbid I call my husband the wrong name later. It could happen.
They're gonna call him Donald or Rob. Even worse.
Yeah, 21 years of marriage, and it's gonna be who's Rob? Damn it. Oh, and I made myself curse. Anyway, well, welcome to Lynn's brain that is not functioning at full capacity. And there probably won't be enough caffeine today. So, right off the bat, we have a few different directions to start with, but let's get one of the elephants in the room out of the way. And so the question is, what the F is wrong with Boris? Um, Signed Matt Chapman finally, went to the Giants, um, and still still nothing, no word, no anything. And so I'm just calling it out because it's on everyone's mind. And now everyone's thinking, oh, yesterday was supposed to be the day. It had to be the day we'd get Snell news. I guess the latest buzz on Monty is the Mets are having internal discussions. Um, I don't know.
Another Yankee cast off going to the Mets. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I just know that I'm imagining that a dance routine is going to be part of the audition before they sign them. Now that they're
Oh
getting a
yeah.
dance
I mean,
team.
can I just jump on the Mets? I'm going to get cheerleaders. I mean, what kind of an organization are they, man? They are such a pathetic loser organization that they need to be a sideshow. They need to constantly have other things to distract you from the fact that they've been a terrible baseball team since they were founded, barring a couple of seasons in '86 and that run where they got done by the Royals in the World Series. Apart from that, they've always been a complete joke of an organization. They have to have a dumb mascot, Mr. Met, and they have to have an apple and going up and down at Shea was so dumb. And now they need cheerleaders. Whoa! Give me an N! Give me a T! Give me a joke! So
I
honestly, they're such a joke. And then now they need Yankee cast-offs, and then they're using Juan Soto because they couldn't get him, and they're thinking like he's dreaming of becoming a Met next year. Are you freaking kidding
there
me? How
it is.
pathetic are you guys? Met fans, you're all so pathetic that you have to try and make up a narrative that Juan Soto, who's been a born and bred Yankee fan in the Bronx, which is full of his fellow countrymen, and he's playing beside Aaron Judge and Anthony Rizzo and Stanton and Garrett Cole. And he's sitting there going, you know what? I really can't wait to play for the Mets next year because I love cheerleaders. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. I'll buy that one. I'll buy that one. Honestly, you guys are such a joke. You guys enjoy being the third team in the NL East and being the second team in New York. All right? So you guys enjoy that. You guys are a loser organization with a loser mentality, and you guys thought that just because you got a billionaire dude in Cohen that it was all going to make everything right. No, because it doesn't change your history, which is a joke, and it doesn't change the fact that you've got this complex that you're the little ugly brother of the Yankees, which you always will be. And the thing is, the Yankees are always on their minds. So when they didn't get Yamamoto, they're like, oh, at least the Yankees didn't get him. Ha! right? But even though they were telling us that, oh, he's definitely going to the Mets, he never was thinking of going to the Mets, right? And now that Soto goes to the Yankees, he's like, oh well, he's secretly dreaming of becoming a Met. Yeah, right. You guys enjoy that. You guys enjoy that. Absolute nonsense organization. Enjoy your cheerleaders because it's a sideshow team, sideshow organization, and it's just an absolute farce. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, I already got my money's worth out of Donald for this show because I got a classic Donald rant. I love every minute of it. I mean, is their next corporate sponsor going to be ShopRite, and we'll get the Can girls live doing the Can on the dugout? Like, I know. It's just really pathetic. And Jerry Seinfeld is a huge Mets fan, and you know what? I think the Yankees are the Mets Newman, and we're always going to be topping them or and annoying them.
Well,
And
the real brains behind Seinfeld was Larry David, and he's a Yankee fan. So.
yeah. So there you go. And I have a lot of Mets fans, and I think that they're thinking, well, it could help get everyone excited and feeling good. So anyway,
Because they can't sell their own team. They need cheerleaders or some kind of sideshow or a dumb mascot. That's the only way that they can sell being the second franchise in the city. It's
yep,
pretty sad, really, because they've
yep,
got nothing else. What else is there to watch? They spent a ton on 45-year-old pitchers, and they had to blow it up after that.
that's right. Yep. And we have a former Mets now that we'll talk about during the show because he was our starter yesterday. Hey Michael, saying Soto will be a Yankee for life. Well,
I think
he
so.
better be, and I think so. I think so. I think that if we're done early in this way, that's the sign. And boy, talk about the riots we threatened to hold over many things. There'd be some sort of fan uprising that no one's ever seen before if that was becoming a question. Yeah, they're not getting generational hitter Juan Soto. Um, anyway, so speaking of Soto, let's talk about Friday night because Friday night, and I'm going with the batters before the pitcher, was home run derby night. So we had Soto with another home run, another rocket, um, and overall, what are you feeling about Soto and how he's settling into the lineup, Donald?
Oh, he's a cheat code. He's like MLB The Show on rookie mode. Like, bro is just crushing every pitch. He's unreal. I've never seen anything quite like it, man. His at bats are ridiculous, even in spring. They're just like perfection, and his swings are always just perfect. He's mashing, absolutely mashing.
Yep.
He's gonna have a mind blowing year, and there's nothing hyperbolic about that. He is going to have a mind blowing year, because the fact is, you've got Aaron Judge um, batting after him, so like you've got that protection there. So he's going to get great pitches to hit, and you're already seeing it. He's getting
Yep.
great pitches to hit, and he is mashing. He is going to get a huge, huge contract, and he's going to earn it, boy, because he's gonna have a ridiculous year. I think he's going to have like 1,000 OPS year. I think he's going to hit 40 home runs, and he could even bat 300. And he's going to drive him well over 100 RBIs, and it's going to be a great, great fun watching this guy. Like, he's going to be box office. Him and Judge every single day. It's going to be box office.
That's right. Because you certainly don't expect him to miss any games. He's a
No,
horse,
durable. Yeah,
and we're getting at least top 150s out of him, if not more. He stays
exactly.
healthy the way he is.
And he's
Um,
younger than a lot of like
yeah,
prospects that are coming in. He's already younger than them. And
yep,
so there's not really a contract because Airline's got a contract here. To be honest, You can come up with any number in the chat, and I'm not going to disagree with you because like he's worth every penny. There is not a number or a year that I won't go to get Juan Soto to commit long term for the Yankees. Like it's almost a blank check.
Absolutely. And yeah, just add all the zeros, as many zeros as are necessary for as many years to make him a career Yankee. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
no opt outs, no opt outs. No options. This is it. Um, and let me just take some blood out of your pinky, put it on the contract. Period. Um, and and if so, Maz is saying that Judge now has protection, and Soto will get a blank check. Yep. So Judge is in a really well supported place, right? So we fully expect him to have a full season also. But he did drop that little hint, not a hint, because we all know that toe's gonna bug him for the rest of his life. And he's still feeling a little cautious about it. So maybe not the number of games like we would want and expect. Well, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But he's another one primed and ready, and he has the depth behind him, and he has the flexibility of going into center, when he needs to, when he wants to, and right. So, and enough guys to fill in for him. So and that nice little cradle there, at the top of the order, I think is working right, so far. I'm especially loving the Judge Soto Rizzo sequence there. It almost doesn't, yeah. And so, and DJ hasn't quite, broke out yet, but it is March. But he's our time proven, first batter. So, and there's other guys also behind him that could be, placed in there.
This
Yeah,
is the most complete lineup I think the Yankees have had in a long, long
yeah,
time. Probably
yeah,
well over a decade, if not more. Just complete. Got a nice mixture between lefties and righties, and they've got two of the best players in the sport playing one after each other. So it's great to see Rizzo. I think Rizzo looks like a different player. He looks like the Rizzo that we had before he got concussed. Um, so he's going to be mashing probably in the cleanup hole, and he's going to be great. You've got Torres. He's going to be fine. DJ LeMahieu, from everything I'm hearing, this is the best he's looked in 3 years. So I expect that
yeah,
he's going to be fine. I've seen some good swings from him. It's just a little bit unlucky.
right.
So I think he'll be fine. And yeah, Karen's right. DJ, well, DJ never has a great preseason. Yeah, he's going to turn it around. He's going to be great in the regular season. He's going to be banned. Absolutely near 290, 300 in my opinion. So I'm really excited about it. It's the most complete team, and really nice mixture between power and contact. I don't expect too many strikeouts in this team. I think we're going to have an unbelievable offense.
Yeah, and with all of those riches we have, when have we had so many lefties? Both hitting and pitching. We're well rounded on both sides of the mound. I think that that's also something that's different this year that has us feeling good. And as much as we are annoyed or have been annoyed with Boone's chess match when creating the lineup, like it's a jigsaw puzzle last season, every game you never knew what you were going to get.
Yeah.
Um with what we have now, I think it would be less painful when he does that or feels like doing it because of the depth we have. I think for me, what was so upsetting about it last season, other than he's just annoying, period, is that you do ultimately want that continuity and flow in a lineup, right? That those dynamics matter. But the way this team appears to be gelling dynamically on the field, in the clubhouse, at the ping pong tables, I'm not so worried about it. I just feel like this is dream team stuff. This is like a an opportunity for another dynasty build with who we got, and it also will help us because injuries are going to come. Let's face it. You know, I don't think that that's going to feel as horrible an end of season for us as in the past because anyone that says this was a unsuccessful off season because we didn't get this one or that one is crazy. This
Crazy.
is
Right.
really the biggest throwdown we've ever seen from Cashman and Hal.
Facts.
I would say ever.
It's
And
2009. It's 2009.
yeah, since 2009. Yeah. So that feels
This is a real put your money where your mouth is. They've certainly done that. Also, I don't think we're going to see that much rotation this year in the lineup because just look at it. Rizzo, there's not going to be too much changes there, apart from that DJ LeMahieu maybe come in once a week or something like that. But you're pretty much going to be set with Rizzo first. Torres is one of the more durable second basemen in the game, so he's going to be there every day. Plus, he's got youth on his side. He's in the prime of his career. Shortstop Volpe never missed a game last year, so I expect him to be the everyday shortstop. So that's going to be there. DJ LeMahieu at third. He's going to play more times than not third base. Verdugo, he's going to play pretty much every day. Judge and Soto are going to play every day. And apart from that, maybe get Grisham coming in a couple times a week. But he's not a bad player by any means. He's an excellent hitter and a Gold Glove
yes.
center fielder. So I don't expect too much rotating, and it's just night and day from last year. The team that we sent out on opening day last year was a complete shambles, and it was embarrassing. This year, it's night and day. So I don't think we're going to see too many rotating. Maybe Stanton, just to keep him kind of healthy, but there's really not going to be that many people are going to be sitting for no reason because they're all very durable. Um,
That's
so I,
right.
I feel pretty good, and I also think that we can withstand the odd injury as long as it's not Soto or Judge. We're pretty well. We have such great depth in the infield right through the system. We've got a million infielders, so we've got Vivas, got Peraza, got Cabrera. They can all come in if any infielder goes down. That's great. We've got Grisham, fantastic, and then you got Dominguez, who's not too far away. He can be an option. So I really think that we've got such depth. It's crazy. This is the best farm system I can remember the Yankees having in a long, long time. Since pre 2009, this is the best farm system
Yeah.
by distance. There's so many guys that's coming out of the woodwork. So there's depth. I think we're going to be fine. I think we can withstand the odd injury, as long as it's not like catastrophic to like Soto or Judge. Then I think this team is as good as I can remember it. This is the most excited I've been. And talking about Aaron Boone, this is the most confident I've been in Aaron Boone. He just seems to be a kind of different dude. He just seems a little bit more locked in. I think the mentality seems a little bit different. It seems to be a little bit less laissez-faire. It just seems to be a little bit more locked in. And when I listen to him on the S network during the games, he just seems like he's talking sense and he's talking facts. And there's
Yes.
not too much. He's not blowing too much smoke up people's asses right now. He just seems to be pretty locked in. So I'm pretty happy with what I'm hearing. And Cashman as well. Loving what I'm hearing from Cashman. He's like, no excuses. We're we're going all in. So I love to hear all this stuff.
I haven't heard one turn the page, one
Nope.
round the corner.
Yeah.
And he's using complete sentences without stuttering. Well, while he tries to think about the next thin thing he can say.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, so I agree 100% with that. And so going back to Rizzo for a second, not only is he back, but Friday night, I mean, come on. That grand salami he had was just hit so hard, and his swing, there's something different about his swing to me. I can't quite get a beat on it yet, but just effortless and smooth and out of the park. and he did it twice. The second one was a solo. I mean, so he slacked a little. But yeah, Rizzo, all signs, so confident. And you could even just see it when he's being interviewed. He's all back and all in.
Yeah, it was a concussion that did it to him,
Yeah.
and now that it's cleared up, he's back to being the Rizzo that we signed. So,
Yep.
um,
And looking
really
good.
happy.
Looking good body wise,
He was
and
great.
just a
They
quick.
all look good. They all look good. They all worked incredibly hard in the off season.
I mean, look at Volpe. Look at Volpe's muscles.
Yeah,
That chicken parm went right to the chest and the upper arms.
it's good to see.
Um,
Plus,
and that,
he's leveled out his swing, which is great. It's not that much uppercut, so it should
yep,
cut down on the strikeouts and maybe up his average a little bit.
yeah,
He's
absolutely.
LeMahieu. He certainly looks healthier than he has in 3 years. Rizzo and Stanton slimmed down. Stanton looks good. Stanton looks like he's more able to move, which is good.
Maybe it's just something I wanted to see, but I swear he got to first base within a minute the other night. Meaning,
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, he certainly got to first base quicker.
yeah,
Uh,
running
he,
better.
yeah, absolutely. It was a tortoise last year, but this time a little bit more efficient. Now, I'm happy to see everything, man. They're coming in ready to go, and
Yeah.
it's great to see. And it's also great to see all the great comments in the chat. Sean Browning, Yankees got the eye of the tiger. They come ready for the fight. They sure have. 100% agree.
That's right. And I think we're all here for it, and god damn it, we deserve it. So lots of people flowed in the past few minutes. So just hello to everybody, and thanks for all those comments. And let's talk for a second about Pereira, who had to step in on Friday, and we got a 2-run homer out of him. Now Pereira, I've been hearing and reading that he's on the bubble. And I'm wondering what everyone feels about his future. And is he going to be, if there is another move to be made, is he going to be part of the package?
I have to say that was some home run. Like
It
that went into downtown Tampa Bay, man. He
Yep,
absolutely mauled that pitch. That
yep,
went right out of the stadium. So
yep.
that's his power. That's his upside right there. Athletic guy with a monster bat. Um, and when I went to a game down in Somerset a couple of years ago, and I was impressed by him in particular, even more so than Volpe. I thought that his swing was better and more powerful. It's just he's more strikeout prone, and he's very swing and miss guy. But there's power there. There's a ton of power there, and but I just don't see. He's never going to be ahead of Spencer Jones or Jason Dominguez. So
Right.
there just is, because you're going to have Aaron Judge, and we pray that we have Juan Soto for a long time. So there just isn't room for all of them. Thus, he is going to be available, but he's going to be a good player. He's going to be a good player.
Right.
He just needs to work on cutting down the strikeouts. He wasn't really ready for the majors last year, which is probably why his numbers weren't great. He just looked a little bit overawed, a little bit.
Yeah.
But he seems better in spring, and he's a real prospect, man. That's why we called him up originally, because he was mashing.
Hmm.
I know he wasn't great in majors, but he was just getting accustomed to major league pitching. But Double A he mashed, Triple A he was starting to mash. So
That's right.
I expect him to probably be a trade piece at some point in the near future. But in the meantime, there's no downside. He's going to be mashing in Triple A this year. I have no
That's
doubt about
right. And a great piece for Uber if he's ever needed, which won't be as often with the depth we already have. But
it.
and a great trade piece, because he's definitely triple A for us, but he could be straight to show for some of the other organizations. So he definitely has the potential, and it was good to see him, perform the other night.
I agree with Drew here. I think if you could package Pereira for like a Dylan Cease, I think it makes sense. Maybe even Peraza, just and another arm like a Chase Hampton. Would that get a Dylan Cease? I think it should. It's probably even an overpay if anything, because I like all three prospects. But
Right.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
I
there we
I
go.
wouldn't
But yeah, there's so many options, man.
I wouldn't want to lose Hampton, but with you on Peraza and Pereira for sure. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. That would mean that they're looking to make another move, and I'm not so sure they are right now. Um,
I think they
so
are. I think they're
you think
active.
you
I
think
think
we're
they'll
gonna get
get
something else?
Yeah, I think they are. I don't. As Hal said, you can never have enough pitching. It's just, I don't think that they like. They've discussed Blake Snell. They can't make it work because the 110% tax on the dollar just doesn't make it realistic.
Right.
And and Blake Snell's original demands were completely unrealistic. So that's why it's not working out. Otherwise, Blake Snell would be a Yankee right now. It's as simple as that. But uh, I think that Dylan Cease makes sense. I think you can make it work here. I think he's going to have. I think he's going to improve under a good pitching coach that can make use of his sinker. There's a good fit there. I wouldn't look too deeply into his poor numbers in the White Sox last year. He's got the stuff. He already proved it a couple of years back. He was a Cy Young candidate, but he just needs to go to an organization that can utilize him. The White Sox are a broken team, so I'm not going to look too deeply into his White Sox numbers.
Right. And so Cole, just a quick mention about Cole. He's Cole. It was his first outing. Not a great outing. We all saw it, Friday night. But we're gonna need to look for and Donald, please help me with the name because I mispronounce it and I'd probably say, Tats instead or something anyway. But Cole's problem with the home run the other
From
night
Vogelback?
from Vogelback. Thank you. I always want to say Vertibach. I don't know. Yeah,
Vertibach.
I don't know. Vertibach. He had one of his Cole moments where, like, I was like, oh, he almost wagged his finger at him. Um, so that was kind of humorous. But yeah.
What kind
So
of a nozzle flexes in spring training? Like, what kind of a nozzle?
Soto isn't even shuffling. It's spring training.
It's spring training. Give me a break.
I know. So ridiculous.
So, but I love what Garrett Cole's answer is. I don't forget a lot of things. So, expect that rivalry to be renewed during the regular season.
Oh yeah.
I cannot wait to the next at bat that Garrett Cole faces him because he will strike him out and he will glare at him and it will be glorious and it will be beautiful.
And
Vogelback is such a nozzle for doing that. I mean, what are you doing? You're flexing against the Cy Young winner because you get a home run him in spring frickin' training when he's not even trying. It's his first outing. Give me a frickin' break, you loser.
may that be your best moment.
Yeah, that's his highlight of his year. Congratulations.
Good. All right. Save that video for your grandkids.
Yeah.
Someday that'll be it. That'll be your glory day that you talk about with your grandkids.
I remember that day in spring. It was so beautiful.
And I want the finger wag to go with that, Donald, when that does happen in the season. And so want to talk about yesterday in Stroman. Look, that was his second outing, 4 scoreless innings. I think he gave up like 2 singles in that time. And that was it.
Go. Spencer.
Oh, Spencer. Oh, Spencer, we're so happy to have you with us. And thank you to your wife for being here so that Spencer can join. Spencer, we are saving all the comments because we talked about you at the top of the show. And we just are thinking about you every minute, and just sending all our prayers and best wishes. And Donald, is your heart a little fuller right now because Spencer's here with
Well,
us?
great to hear. God bless, man. Keep fighting, and you go and take your daughters to Yankee Stadium this year.
Absolutely, 100%. And I'm going to pause right here because Spencer's here to share the fact that, in your honor, Spencer, I posted a trivia question of the week, and I want to read it to you so that you could put your guess you could put your guess in. All right, and then you could tell me how I did standing in for you. So here it is, Spencer. With his 257 strikeouts in 2023, Garrett Cole became the third Yankee in franchise history to lead or tie for the major league lead in strikeouts. Who was the most recent before Cole? Was it A. Whitey Ford, B. Ron Guidry, C. Vic Rashi, or D. CC Sabathia? So, if your lovely wife would put your guest in the chat, we'll come to that later. But boy, this is the biggest smile I've had in a long time, knowing that you're with us. So great to see you here. Um, so anyway, good. I gotta say, publicly, Marcus Stroman, I'm a fan now. I had all sorts of
Yep.
salt that I was throwing on him, because I get very protective of the clubhouse and the dynamics. I feel like that's such an important piece of the puzzle. Um, and he came in just clearly so excited, and you're not seeing any hubris. You're not seeing any. He still thinks he's got it all, and he's very confident. But who wouldn't want that? And he did an outstanding showing yesterday. I thought he just looked great, perfect form. And of course, then it got blown until, in classic fashion, the bat started to come alive in the bottom of the ninth inning and the top of the ninth. And it was disappointing, the number of pitchers had to come between them, except for Birdie. And that was a bit of a surprise. Donald, the fact that Birdie had a lights out couple of innings. How do you feel about that? What do you think about that?
Well, we got the answer to the trivia. Ron Guidry, the Louisiana Lightning, who Spencer met at the recent Yankee Fan Fest in New Jersey. The answer was absolutely the Louisiana Lightning. Don't forget that when Garrett Cole won, he got a phone call from the man himself.
He sure did, but I'm sorry to say that that's not the answer. The answer is C. Vic Rashi. Nicknamed the Springfield Rifle, the hard-throwing Rashi tied the Dodgers' Don Newcomb and the Braves' Warren Spahn for the major league lead with 164 strikeouts in 1951. Rashi was the first Yankee to lead or tie for the league lead in strikeouts since Lefty Gomez, who did it in 1937. But here's what's going to make you feel better, Spencer. Though Guidry set a franchise record with 248 strikeouts during his Cy Young Award-winning season in 1978, both the Astros' J.R. Richard and the Angels' Nolan Ryan recorded more punch-outs. So,
Good
crickets.
job, Lynn. Good job, Lynn. I was sure it was Guidry.
If I
After we
didn't have
got it
the answer,
right, well done.
um, oh, FJ said that's what he said, was that
Well
he,
done, FJ. Damn, I
FJ,
was sure it was
good for
Guidry.
good for you. Knowing something back from 1951, pretty impressive.
I guess I was
So
just thinking about the franchise record. I was sure that was it. Awesome job, yeah, Sean.
yeah,
Awesome job.
good job. So Spencer, I hope I did you proud, but I want that to be the last one because you're gonna get better before we know it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about today's lineup. I'm already seeing it in the chat. Um, I'll put it up on the screen for those of you that didn't get to see
Yeah,
it.
let's do it.
Let's
Let's read it out. Get
let's
it up
break
on the
that.
screen. We'll read it.
Let's break it down.
Leading off, we've got DJ, You're My DJ, batting third. And batting second, we got Juan Soto. In right field, center field, we got Aaron the Judge. And cleaning up, we got Anthony Rizzo. And then Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo No Se Pusto Pablo is DH in the 5-hole. Austin Wells batting sixth. Austin Wells, the catching. And seven, we got Brandon Lockridge, giving Brandon Lockridge number 77. Brandon Lockridge. And then Yorvit Viva Las Vegas, batting second base. I can't wait to see him batting eighth, playing second. Can't wait to see Yorvit Las Vegas. And we've got Jeter playing shortstop. Unfortunately, Jeter, not the Hall of Fame Jeter, but we got Jeter Downs. And we'll see how Downs does batting ninth at short. Looking forward to this lineup. Really excited about it. There you go. That's kind of the top five that I could totally see going into the regular season. You could totally see that. Maybe Gleyber Torres and Stanton would be the only ones that I could see in the 5 or 6 interchanging. But I think that's going to be the front four right there. Don't think that's going to change. Austin Wells, can't wait to see Austin Wells. He's another one, man. Do you know he crushed that ball in that game where it was a home run derby? He crushed another pitch. He looks great too, Austin Wells.
Yep, and Austin Wells. Then when Trevino gets back, it's going to be interesting to see the battery mate matchups there. And I think that we know. I feel like Cole leans towards Trevi, but Wells is the full package, fuller than Trevino has been. Like you just said, in terms of the bat. And we got nastiness on the mound. That's why I said I'm looking for a nasty boy, because he hasn't really been so nasty. So
He actually looks better though. His fastball's a little up, so he's been a little better. A little better.
he has been a little better, but I'm not seeing any of the sneaky, you know, I'm putting my leg up. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just flexing it a little bit. Oh no, I'm not. I'm throwing a ball at you. I haven't seen any of that yet, but maybe he's saving that for
Do you
the
think it's the
season.
pitch clock that's changed that though?
That was the theory last season, and that makes sense. So
I don't think he has time. I don't think he has time to do all that stuff.
he could do the hokey pokey a little faster.
I
And
guess. Yeah.
he could do like a Michael Jackson spin and then release, or something like that. So we'll see what that matchup against the Tigers does for us today. And that's at 105. So we'll see that. And so let's go back to prospects for a second, because every morning and every evening I get the MLB lineup and with articles, and there's this one article I forgot to credit the author. Hope he doesn't sue me. But it was one prospect from each team who can light up the radar gun. And for the Yankees, it was right-hander Carlos LaGrange. And quite frankly, he was not on my radar at all. And I don't think he was an invitee, a non-roster invitee. I could be wrong about that. Someone correct me. Tell me the deal. But so apparently, this kid came from the DR in 22, and in the rookie level Dominican Summer League had upper 90 fastballs. He regularly deals 94 to 97 miles per hour, and sometimes reaches triple digits, favoring a heavy two-seamer over a riding four-seamer. And he topped rookie-level Florida Complex League with 63 strikeouts in 41 2/3 innings during his debut last year in the United States.
Facts. He's got some nice stuff, man. He's like his velocity, nice breaking ball. He's got some good stuff. And also, what I like about him, he's a big dude. He's an imposing dude on the mound.
Yeah.
Uh, so he looks a little bit intimidating. And if he can get his pitches to touch near triple digits, then we have another steal. But that's what I'm saying. The Yankees just come up with these names just out of the woodwork. There's just someone new every day. I mean, Birdie, he's been a dude that Rob has really been championing. And, dude, he was making the Orioles look stupid the other day. Like, he was making them look stupid with a vicious breaking ball that he has. So, like, as I'm saying, there's just names every freaking day. I don't even know how to keep up with them all. And LaGrange is another one. But yeah, big dude. Like, how big? How tall is he? Like
6'7".
6'7". Jeez, Lou. Right?
Yeah.
With a big fastball, nice command on his pitches. I was looking at some of his stuff on YouTube, and he's got some stuff to keep an eye out on. Definitely.
I'm a little bit disappointed in myself because that's been my thing this preseason, is studying the prospects and knowing my stuff on them. And I'm like, God, I missed one. So I was glad to read about it this morning, but now I got more work to do. So I'll never be as smart as you, Donald, and Rob and Tats. The facts you spit out during the show every week, 3 times a week, is just amazing. And hey, Michael, thanks for the love. We love having you here. And so before we close, now that I've already given away the trivia answer, so
well, first of all, I want to say, hit the like button for my girl in here, who's doing this on a Sunday morning and putting together such a great show. We've got almost 30 people in the chat. I'm sure we could get close to 30 likes. Can we at least get 20? Come on, people. Let's hit the like button for my girl here.
That's why Donald is my brother from another mother, but brother in Pinstripe Chronicles we are, and do the same. Give that shout out to Donald, and shout out to their show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, correct?
Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
5 at 10. Yeah. And there's some days that I take my lunch early just so I could check in. It's just I don't have to tell this chat. Most of them are with you every week, but those of you who are listening for the first time, you got to watch Pinstripe Chronicles. You got to subscribe to our channel, Pinstripe Chronicles. We're getting up in our numbers because of support from people like you that are with us every week. Sharing is caring, and so tell your friends, bring a friend. You don't even have to buy a ticket to the game for them. Bring them here, and they'll learn all they need to know about the Yankees for now.
Facts. Also, keep an eye out on, and if we'll be going live, always doing a fantastic job.
That's right.
Love MLB. Big salute to you, my
and
guy.
Fortune.
And Mazza. What's Mazza saying? Len, love the show. Great to see you this morning. Thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Donald, for holding it down for Chris. You got it, Mike. You got it.
And for you night owls or Europeans, don't forget Pinstripes After Dark on Mondays at midnight. Another great show, and we had Sunil in here a little bit earlier with Tats and Sunil and Chris.
Hopefully, Tats is feeling better, and he'll be good to go on Monday. I can't see any reason why he wouldn't.
Tats is hopefully taking all of the NyQuil and the pills, and we'll be ready to roll. So see, this channel is like one-stop shopping, like 5, 6, something always great, some new show, some new content. You're laughing at Neil, are you?
No, I'm laughing at that description. I love
it. So before we wrap, every March, for those of you that have been with Chris and me for over a year, March is Women's History Month, and Chris and I, as you know, women podcasters in baseball, wanna always take the time to the opportunity to champion women in baseball during Women's History Month. So I just want to tell you about the one that I selected two for this week. I want to send a shout out about Jenny Kavnar. She's named the A's lead play-by-play announcer by NBC Sports California, and she has become the first woman in Major League Baseball history to serve as a club's primary play-by-play voice for this season. So, shout out to her. That's exciting to see. So that she's the leader in the booth for all their for all their broadcasts, and I think that's something to celebrate. And
Another
I
one to celebrate. It'll be another year for Susan Waldman. Now that's someone who's a real champion of the Yankees.
100%. And Susan will definitely get her moment on this show. And then going a bit further back in history, I want to talk about Dorothy Kamenchek, known as either Cami or more commonly Dottie. And yes, for those of you that have watched League of Their Own, that Dottie. The Dottie in League of Their Own was in part representing Dottie Kamenchek. And so what I want to share with you about Dottie that was so impressive is that she's known as one of the greatest players to wear a uniform in the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. Dottie was the face of the Rockford Peaches, also from the movie, from 1943 to 53. A great first baseman and solid hitter, even major league professionals called her the finest fielding first baseman in all of baseball, men or women. And she was named one of the top 100 female athletes by Sports Illustrated. Dottie was an all-star for the league almost every year she played. And yes, she was part of the inspiration behind the lead character, Dottie Hinson, in A League of Their Own, who played catcher. But Dorothy herself was a first baseman. So there
That's
are
incredible stuff. I didn't even know that League of Our Own was actually inspired by a true story. That's incredible.
Yep, and real teams as well. So, and actually something else when researching this that was interesting, for those of you that know the movie well enough, at the end, they're at the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown looking at the exhibit from the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. And it was these old ladies there at the exhibit.
Oh shit!
And those were actual players that made cameos in that scene. I'm getting chills just talking about it. Um, so and Dottie, I believe, was one of those featured in that cameo appearance in A League of Their Own. And so yes, and FJ 100%. Inspired by Jimmy Fox, Tom Hanks' character. Really interesting story. They did such a great job representing the importance and the impact on history that the AAGPL had during the war years and beyond, and really paved the way, to women in the sports. So that was just my little women in baseball history moment. And
Well, in Lynn's honor, I'm going to watch that movie tonight.
oh,
After
I love that. I love that. Donald, I want to know what you think when you do. So, Donald, what are your final thoughts? What is your hope for today? What is your prediction for today?
Well, I mean, just look at that. Look at that lineup. I'm actually really excited to see more of Vivas. I was really excited about his start, and I do think that he could be our future second baseman. That was a steal of a deal there by Brian Cashman, guys. Keep an eye out
Yep.
on Vivas. This is a guy that can play second base, a high level, and he's got power. So I think he's someone that could be our future second baseman. Can't believe the Dodgers let him go in that deal. I think it was an absolute steal, really. Really good trade there by Cash, because you're seeing it already early on. You know, he's played decent defense. He's had a couple of home runs early, so I like the look of Vivas, and I love our batting order. In the first five names, I think that's pretty much going to be how it's going to be. I can't see that being changed, other than maybe Torres batting fifth, Stanton batting sixth, but that's going to be pretty much the lineup, and it looks just unstoppable. And Soto and Judge together is it's a dream matchup, really. It's just a dream pairing. It's like Kobe and Shaq. It just is. That's my nickname for them now. So they're just crazy, crazy good. We're absolutely blessed as Yankee fans to get to watch them this year. So those are my thoughts, and prayers out to Spencer. Hopefully he'll be um, uh, fully healthy very, very soon, my guy.
Yes, double ditto down on that. And so Donald, I want to thank you so much for stepping in. Chris will be back next week, but Donald, I really appreciate it. And it was so much fun because I haven't gotten to talk to you a lot quite a while. So
Hey, anytime you want me, I will hop on.
thank you for riding with me. I appreciate that. I'm trying to give you a fist bump. I don't know if I'm doing no, I'm doing it in the wrong direction. Fist bump to you, Donald. Thank you so much. And thanks for our friends in the chat for riding with us every week. And as always, you know that we have a reserved seat for you right here on the upper deck. And let's go Yankees.
Let's go.